Welcome back to Manasquan High School, second half of our JSBL doubleheader coming right up between ACI Robins Nest and Ortho-New Jersey. Ortho-New Jersey, excuse me, 0-5 on the year. One of the, as much as Intern Helpers has been a surprise team in a positive way, Ortho-New Jersey been so in a not so positive way. They're 0-5 on the year. ACI Robins Nest 2-3 on the year. But they got plenty of reinforcements, Ortho does, in tonight's game. They got 11 players tonight. Might be one of the biggest rosters that we've seen for one game this year, and for both teams as well, is 9 in attendance tonight for ACI Robins Nest, so 20 combined players here. The bench looking a little bit more crowded than usual, so we'll get you your starting 5. First for ACI Robins Nest, Sam Fagan at the point guard spot, Dwayne Jones also out there, Micah Kerr in the starting lineup, or excuse me, actually, Samir Kinsler in the starting lineup. Micah Kerr will come off the bench. And then at the forward spots, Gio Panzini and Jared Kimbrough, who just won the tip-off for ACI Robins Nest. It'll be Dwayne Jones to bring the ball up. Working around the top of the key. Hands off for Kimbrough. Now Fagan gets it right back. Fires cross-court over to Kimbrough on a skip pass. Hands it back off to Fagan, who drives baseline. Kicks out to Kinsler. Shot clock at 7. Rises up from 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Mike Dunn for Ortho-New Jersey. Travis Weiss bringing it up. Fires right back to Dunn. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. Dunn, one of the best shooters, especially off the catch here in the league. And he gets Ortho-New Jersey on the board early. So starting lines for Ortho-New Jersey, George Pappas, Mike Dunn, and Doug Eddert in the backcourt. Travis Weishall also out there, along with Tommy Conniff at the big spot. A shot for ACI Robins Nest, no good. Here comes Pappas the other way. He has lit up the scoreboard this year. Here comes Weish. Working downhill, drives baseline, kicks over to Eddert. Floats it up, and that one's good. Quick 5-0 lead for Ortho-New Jersey. They've got some reinforcements tonight. We'll see if they can get in the win column for the first time. As here comes Samir Kinsler, drives in. That one too strong, rebounded by Tommy Conniff. As we have, as Pappas' 3 won't go. Here comes the transition opportunity for ACI Robins Nest. We got another one here on the mic as Kinsler was out of bounds. Alec Credimal here to bring you the action, and as Greg trying to work the headset. And there you go, Greg Kapalko here with us now as well. Got someone joining me here on the broadcast. How's it going, Greg?
Didn't want to leave you solo the whole night, and this is actually should be a really good game.
It should, as Eddert drives, can't get it to fall, but he got fouled. And some reinforcements for Ortho-New Jersey. You see the bench. I mean, they got 11 guys here tonight, maybe the most of any team this year, including Doug Eddert and George Pappas. So,
and Louis Polari, too, who is, I guess, a longtime Ortho player, making his first appearance in 2025 in the JSBL. But we're a couple of weeks away from playoffs, and in order to be eligible to play in the JSBL playoffs, if you are currently not an NBA player, ex-NBA or NBA player, or a Division I player, you need to be 3 games to be eligible. So you see reinforcements trying to get their team eligible for the playoffs.
Absolutely. Here comes Dwayne Jones, rises up from the free throw line. That one just falls out, rebounded by Travis Weiss. Here he comes the other way. Working in transition, guarded by Panzini. Step back triple, got it. Travis Weiss knocks that one down, and it's a 10-0 lead early on for Ortho-New Jersey. Here comes Samir Kinsler the other way, gets a screen from Kimbrough. Fires out, and that pass picked off by George Pappas. 2-on-2 break. Pappas just takes it himself and rises up. And Ortho-New Jersey has come out firing tonight, up 12-0, a little over 2 minutes into this one.
Yeah, not looking like the 0-5 team that they are, but you know, we're a week or so away from the playoffs, and as soon as we get a dead ball, I'll actually explain kind of what's going on in the JSBL next week.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. We got one right now.
Well, every year the JSBL puts a new wrinkle in, or we try to. Last year we had the Art Stocks Royal Rumble, where we had a 3-team tournament that was part of the regular season standings. This year we've added bumper games at the end of the year. So next Wednesday and Thursday.
As a nice 3-point play opportunity for Jared Kimbrough. He'll head to the free throw line for 1.
So So next Wednesday and Thursday is your bumper games. So and the way the bumpers actually work is you will play the team closest to you in the standings. And right now the only team that actually clinch a spot is CV Jeep, who's 5-1, and win or lose, they have the tiebreaker over the all the 2 lost teams that are directly behind them. So they'll be the 1 seed. And the 1, 2s, 3s, and 4s will all play next Thursday night. The 5, 6, 7, and 8s will play Wednesday night, all to try to enhance their or improve their playoff situation or playoff seeding, which will start the following Monday.
Here comes Eddard off the dribble. So a really fun and exciting next week in store. Definitely won't want to miss this. Pappas thought about a deep 3. He'll rise up from way downtown. Left it short. Offensive rebound goes right to Weish. He'll fire from 3 and knock it down.
Yeah, and again, Ortho's other big man, Mike Amon's not in the house. But if they get pretty much close to this team for the playoffs, instead of being the 8th seed in the regular season, they could create a lot of havoc. I mean, Ortho's a team that, with the exception of getting beat last year in the quarterfinals, they went to the finals 5 years in a row.
Yeah, that was a fantastic game between Ortho-New Jersey and WCT Warriors, who we just saw in our previous game, fall to Stearns trailer. 15-5 lead for Ortho-New Jersey. Here comes Dwayne Jones working on Pappas. Kicks out for Kinsler. Now Panzini, 9 on the shot clock. He'll fire from downtown and knock it down. ACI Robinson's getting some better looks on offense the last few possessions. They're starting to chop away at that Ortho-New Jersey lead. Here comes Dunn. Gets doubled, fires out to Louis Polari, who checked in a couple of minutes ago. Back to Dunn. Dunn picks up his dribble, finds Eddard. 8 on the shot clock for Eddard. Kicks back out Weish. He's hit a couple 3s so far. With shot clock winding down, he's got 3 to shoot. He'll rise up for another, and that one off the front of the iron. It'll fall out of bounds, and ACI Robins Nest will take over possession.
Yeah, Ortho, with the 5 they have on the floor, I mean, every single one can hit the 3, and pretty much most of them are really good off the dribble. So if there's some space in there, they're going to have a lot of opportunities to put some big points on the board tonight.
Absolutely. So we'll get a foul here on Ortho-New Jersey. I think they'll get Pappas for that one.
Yeah, he reached in and went for the steal and got too much arm on Jones. So Jones should be a side out, nowhere near the penalty here.
Yeah, Ortho they've looked like a better team. He is the eye test, and the 0-5 record states. As Fagan will get the inbound. A lot of that's due to the scoring of George Pappas. He's been here for a few games and really showed out in all of them. Here comes Kimbrough working on Polari down low. That's a mismatch, and he takes advantage, gets it, and the foul.
Yeah, and Kimbo, nice move. He could actually make the conventional three-point play if he knocks this free throw down. And, you know, Jared was out of town in Vegas last week and missed the huge upset last week when Miles Powell made his JSBL, I guess, initial showing last week and led the Robins Nest ACI team to a big victory over defending champ Stearns.
As Pappas gets it away from Fagan, is done and to save the rebound. Here comes Pappas going coast to coast. Kicks out Eddard. Ref contested a little bit there as Eddard missed it short. Rebounded by Dwayne Jones. Here comes ACI Robins Nest in transition. Kinsler, catch and shoot 3 from the wing. Got it, and it's back to a one-possession game. ACI Robins Nest knocking down some 3s. They're right back in it. Here's Polari. Finds Pappas. Drives in, goes up against Kinsler and Dunn, and they'll say ball was deflected, so Ortho remains with possession. Eddard thought about a 3, probing in, puts up the floater, off back iron, gets his own rebound, and puts it right back in. Doug Eddard had a really good game in his first showing as well at 23 points. He's a guy who can really knock down the three-pointer.
Yeah, his main claim to fame was being that first shooter off the bench, started half the time for the St. Peter's Sweet 16 team a few years back.
Dwayne Jones doing what he does best, and that's getting to the basket. Here comes Pappas the other way as Jones knocks down the layup, and Pappas gets one of his own. And it's back to a 4-point lead for Ortho-New Jersey. Here comes Kinsler the other way. Finds Fagan. He'll take a deep 3 from the logo and got it. Fagan, one of those guys, he's a great passer, and if his shooting is on, he can be a really good point guard for this ACI Robins Nest team.
Yeah, Sam can get a little hot.
As here's Eddard the other way. That one too strong.
So that big 10-0 lead early is down to 1.
Absolutely. ACI Robins Nest playing much better later on as Kinsler can't knock down the 3 to take the lead back. Pappas gets the rebound, hands off to Weish. Picks up his dribble at the free throw line, kicks out for Polari. Passed a little bit too far for him, has to save it, and it's picked off by Kinsler. Shamir Kinsler working the other way. Kicks out to an open Fagan in the corner. Catch and shoot three. No. Offensive rebound, Panzini. Putback is good. Panzini, one of those connective pieces that every team in this league needs. Not the best scorer on the team, but he can do everything else really well.
Yeah, he's showed marked improvement. Again, he came last year as fresh out of high school. Before he went to college, struggled his first game or two and got better. But this year, he's made huge strides, and hopefully it'll get him a lot of PT at college this year, upcoming season.
Yeah, playing his college basketball at Cornell in the Ivy League. So after a missed three from George Pappas, we reach our first media timeout. We'll be back after this. ACI Robins Nest with the lead. A little over midway through this first quarter, 3:35 remaining in the opening frame. ACI Robins Nest taking a 20-19 lead over Ortho, New Jersey. Ortho got out to a 10-0 run, but since then a 20-9 run for ACI Robins Nest. Greg, what have they done so well offensively?
Well, they've actually calmed down. They're not just hoisting shots up all over the court, creating some ball movement.
As Dwayne Jones does just that, gets to the basket, can't finish, but he got fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. Some substitutions in the game for ACI Robins Nest as Sam Fagan and Gio Panzini and Samir Kinsler take a seat in their place. Tyreek Montgomery, as well as Marquale Hardiman and Micah Kerr off the bench. As Jones' first free throw is up and good.
Interesting looking at numbers in the JSBL. The first game we had tonight in the Stearns game, Stearns with only 6 players, and they actually survived it quite well. A guard-dominated lineup that really did a really good job spreading the court and breaking down the defense. But then you look at this game and you see 8, which is almost like the perfect number in the JSBL. You get 8 players, 3 guys off the bench, tons of time for everybody, even 9. 10 or 11 can be a nightmare sometimes because as a coach you try to get everybody in the game, and it's hard to play numbers, beyond the 8th or 9th player. Someone's going to get mad at you as the coach for the amount of playing time, but it's better than having 5, though, I can say that.
Off the turnover from Ortho, New Jersey, ACI Robins is trying to build that lead as Kerr gets it over to Hardiman at the free throw line, working on Pappas. Kerr, deep catch and shoot 3. That one a little bit short, rebounded by Aaron Goldstein, who recently checked in. Here comes Pappas on the break. Kicks over to Weish on the opposite key. Goldstein fakes the pass, wide open 3, got it. Goldstein's one of those guys that has gotten better as the season has gone on, even with the record that may not reflect so.
Again, a lot of the Ortho losses were pretty good contested games, but again, this is George Pappas, who unquestionably is him and Travis Weicher, their best players. It's Trevi's second game, and this is George, I believe, his 3rd or 4th.
As Hardiman at the shot clock buzzer, no, gets the rebound and puts it back in. Marquale Hardiman gets on the board and gives ACI Robins Nest the lead right back after Goldstein's 3 tied it. Here he comes the other way. Gets a screen from Arsenio Arrington. Kicks out Polari, 3 short. Goldstein right there for the rebound. Arrington 3 at the top of the key. That one way off, missed it. And a rebound to Hardiman. Long outlet pass from Jones over to Kerr. He'll bring it back out and reset on offense. Jones working on Pappas, gets a screen to the left from Pappas, finds Hardiman, off the pass from Kimbrough, he missed it. Goldstein chases down the rebound, and without numbers, he'll slow it down. He'll just actually drive in on Kimbrough. That layup just falls off. Rebounded by Dwayne Jones, a long pass up to Hardiman. Open layup is good.
Hardiman just kind of hung back, a little bit of basket hanging, and good look by Jones to see him down there.
Yeah, great vision on the outlet. Here comes Weish. Wanted to get Pappas down low. He'll kick up to Polari instead. Back to Pappas off the screen from Arrington. He rises up and knocks that one down. They're going to need Pappas if they want to get on the win column tonight. It's 2-point game as ACI Robbins Nest looking to build on their lead. Here comes Dwayne Jones. Kicks out Hardiman. He'll try a three, and that one's short. Weish rebounds. Here he comes to bring it up. Working on Dwayne Jones. Goes right to the basket, goes right up with it, and gets it to fall. So Ortho, New Jersey ties this game up with a minute to play here in the first quarter. Kimbrough has the mismatch on Polari. Gets it right down low in the block, but a good timed slap at the ball by Polari. He knocks it out of bounds. As Doug Eddard will check back into the game for Ortho, he comes in for Travis Weish. In our last game, we saw a double-digit lead for WCT, and then they were still led by 6, but then a dominant second quarter for Stearns Trailer. Let's see who can get the momentum at the end of the first quarter here in this one. Here comes Kimbrough. Passes back out high to Dwayne Jones. Shot clock at 8. Kimbrough hit the deck, and he's back up. Finds Hardiman down low. Shot clock at 4. Rises up and got it. Got some contact there as well, but Hardiman strong in the post. Knocks it down and gives ACI Robbins Nest the lead back. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Pappas. Screen from Arrington. Pappas driving in on Hardiman under the basket. He'll just flip it up. No. Good defense from Hardiman. And now a chance to hold for the final shot for ACI Robbins Nest. Already ahead by 2. Here comes Dwayne Jones. He'll pull it out and reset to hold for the last shot. Working against Arrington. Kicks over Kimbrough. Thought about the 3. 2 seconds left. Has to put it up. Step back 3 at the buzzer. Left it short. But a really good close to the first quarter for ACI Robbins Nest. They lead 28-26 after a quarter. We'll be right back with the second quarter coming up right after this. Welcome back to Manasquan High School. JSBL action, second quarter coming up between ACI Robbins Nest and Ortho, New Jersey. Ortho will start with possession, but ACI Robbins Nest with a 28-26 lead, and especially after a 12-0 opening run as Eddard goes right to the basket and lays it up over the outstretched arm of Dwayne Jones to tie the game back up. But Ortho, New Jersey got out to a hot start. ACI Robbins Nest closed out strong. As here is Tyreek Montgomery the other way for ACI. Jones kicks it over to Kimbrough. Looking for Montgomery off a screen. Jones gets it back, drives baseline on Eddard. He'll just lay it up with the left. Got it, and the foul. Or excuse me, no foul. It looked like an inadvertent whistle there, but the basket still counts for Dwayne Jones. Dominant with that left hand, driving to the basket. Here comes Goldstein. Finds Dunn off a screen. Thought about the 3. He'll slow it down. Hand off to Eddard. He thought about a deep 3. He'll just hand off to Goldstein. He'll take the deep 3 and knock it down. Goldstein was showing some great range at the guard spot. So a 31-30 lead for Ortho, New Jersey. They take the lead back. We saw only one lead change in that first quarter. Here's a corner 3 from Micah Kerr off the glass. You don't see that too often from a corner 3.
I'm sure he didn't call it.
3 points counts all the same. Here's Louis Polari the other way. Leaves that one short. Rebounded by Marquel Hardiman. Here's Dwayne Jones. Finds Kimbrough. Kicks out to Montgomery. Drives right past Goldstein and knocks it down. Tyreek Montgomery quick off the dribble. And it gives ACI a 4-point lead. Here's Goldstein. He'll just rise up from 3 once again. That one a little bit short. Rebounded by Dwayne Jones. Jones in transition has numbers. Finds a cutting Montgomery. Gets the layup to fall. Nice 1-2 game. And it's a 6-point lead. Here's Dunn the other way. Gets some space. Rises up from 3. That one too strong. And the rebound to Micah Kerr. Here comes Dwayne Jones, finding Hardiman down low, and left that one short, gets his own rebound, puts it up, no, but he got fouled by Mike Dunn So he'll head to the free throw line. You can tell ACI Robbins Nest wants to get it inside the paint.
Well, again, you have two bigs on the floor. I mean, Kimbrough legit 6'7", 6'8" almost, and Hardiman probably an inch or so smaller, but takes up a lot of space in there. And it's tough. If he gets a body on you, it's really difficult to block your shot. If there's space between him and the defensive player, it'd be easier to block it. But he gets right up on you. It's tough to elevate without getting a piece of him.
So the first free throw is good as Hardiman misses the second. Micah Kerr gets the offensive rebound, though. Another chance for ACI Robbins Nest. Stepping into a three is Montgomery. That one too strong. And Tommy Conniff, who just checked back into the game to give Ortho some size, gets the rebound. Travis Weish also checking back in. Conniff at the top of the key finds Weish. He had 8 points in that first quarter. Puts up the contested layup, no, but Hardiman fouled him, so Weish will head to the line to try to get into double figures.
Yeah, and again, looking forward to the possible bumper matchups next week. Even though in the 5, 6, 7, 8 slot, you have 2 2 and 3s, a 2 and 4 in Ortho, 0 and 5, and if Ortho can win their last couple of games, it's going to actually come down to tiebreakers. Who's seeded 4th, 5th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
That's always some of the most fun, as Samir Kinsler will check back in for Tyreek Montgomery. One free throw remaining for Travis Weish. As Weich's shot is up, and he knocks it down. So a 5-point lead now for ACI Robbins Nest. Fagan checking back in as well. He'll bring it up. Checking in for Dwayne Jones. Here's Kerr. Backing down Dunn. Steps through on the block. Hook is up, and it's down. 7-point lead for ACI Robbins Nest, slowly pulling away here in the second quarter. Conniff directing traffic offensively, finds Eddard on the handoff. Kicks out down low to Weish, gets past Panzini. He'll fall away with the mid-range. No. Rebound tipped and taken in by Panzini. Hardiman almost clotheslined him for it. Same team, but either way, Fagan comes away with it. Here's Kinsler driving right to the basket, just fell out. Offensive rebound by Kerr, but blocked away by Conniff. As George Pappas will check back into the game, he'll sub in for Louis Polari. Conniff, 6'10" out there, so he's the biggest guy on the floor, and he's played well on defense so far at the basket. Here's Kinsler, top of the key, kicks out Kerr, gets some space, fires the three. Can't get that one to fall, rebounded by Doug Eddard. Eddard coming the other way, finds Pappas. He'll take the catch-and-shoot triple. That one in and out, just rattled out. Here comes ACI Robbins Nest the other way. Panzini finds some space, fires the three, too strong. Rebound tipped by Kinsler right in the hands of Weish. Now a transition opportunity for Ortho-NJ. Weish will just go straight up against Hardiman and knock it down.
Yeah, actually, this is the first game Weish and Pappas have played together on the floor. Gives them and we have a whistle and a play stoppage.
Looks like a technical foul on Travis Weish. He wasn't happy about not getting a foul call on that last bucket. He thought Hardiman got into his space.
Well, he's got one. Better not get another.
Absolutely. So Weish gets the technical. It'll send Samir Kinsler to the free throw line as he knocks that one down. Makes this 6-point lead. 6:30 to go here in the first half as Kimbrough will check back in. As Hardiman will take a seat. Fagan inbound in front of the Ortho-NJ bench. Here's Kinsler at the top of the key. Pick and roll for Panzini. Kinsler still with it. Drives in, kicks out for Kimbrough. Trying to get a handoff going with Fagan. Kicks back out for Kinsler instead. 8 on the shot clock. Panzini in the corner, drives baseline, just floats it up. Off back iron, no. Rebound, ricochets to Eddard. Here it comes the other way with numbers. Trying to go coast to coast, kicks to Weish. Now to Dunn in the corner, needs the three, can't get it. Rebound tipped out by Kimbrough into the hands of Kinsler. Transition opportunity. Kinsler fires away, knocks it down. 9-point lead for ACI Robbins Nest, their biggest of the game. Here comes Weish moving with pace the other way. Hands off Pappas. Step back two, leaves it way short. Rebound contested and taken in by Gio Panzini. Here comes Kinsler. Bounce pass to Fagan. Thought about a three. Gives it right back to Kinsler. Lays it up and in. Double-digit lead for ACI Robbins Nest. Here comes Weish. Pulls up from three. Had some space and knocks it down. And that's a much-needed bucket for Ortho-NJ to try to stifle this run. It looks like Kimbrough holding his back a little bit. He had been after that play against Conniff. He'll fire the three anyways, and no problem. He knocks it down.
So the nest has been hot ever since that quick start by Ortho.
Absolutely. They lead by 11, 49-38, about midway through this first half, or midway through the first quarter, or second quarter. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Losing my train of thought here. Samir Kinsler gets whistled for a foul on Tommy Conniff, as Dwayne Jones will check back into the game.
Yeah, after that 12-0 burst, they've actually been outscored by 21 here.
They have played remarkably well. ACI Robbins Nest has since that run, and you give up an opening avalanche like that, it's easy to get discouraged, but they have just done the opposite. They've only gotten more confident.
Yeah, these JSBL games, we play 10-minute quarters, which is the exact same length of the NBA Summer League. It's a long game.
That it is. Here's Conniff, rejected by Kimbrough. Jones comes away with the rebound, and now another transition opportunity. Kicks out Kinsler, corner three, open, got it. Now a 14-point game. This has been a monster second quarter for ACI Robbins Nest. They're outscoring Ortho, New Jersey 24-12. Here comes Weiss the other way. Just left off, but Conniff right there for the putback. Weiss has been one of the main creators for Ortho, New Jersey, but Conniff there for the putback. Here's Kimbrough, top of the key, just drives on Conniff, lays that one up. Oh, he left it off. Here comes Eddard the other way. High step to the basket on Kinsler. Drives, puts up the layup, got it, and a foul. Talk about a basket Ortho, New Jersey needed. Doug Eddard goes coast to coast and has a chance for a three-point play. And with that, with 4:17 to go, we'll take our second media timeout of the first half. 4:17 to go here, 4:17 to go, excuse me, here in the second quarter. 52-42 lead for ACI Robbins Nest. Don't go anywhere. Exciting final 4 minutes coming up right after this. Doug Eddard at the free throw line for Ortho, New Jersey. 52-42 lead here for one free throw coming up. Alec Cridham here with Greg Kapalko. And Greg, a little bit of interesting history in the recent memory of the league. We've had some interesting weather this year.
Unbelievable. Going back a few years after the COVID year, the JSBL literally took 1 year off, and for us to come back, it was very difficult for us to get a gym. No one wanted to give us a gym, so we brought the league outside. We were using the outdoor courts at Belmar, and we ran into one of those weather years, and a tremendous move by Kimbrough. We went outside, and then it started to rain, and we ended up picking up a gym. We were half inside, half outside. We finished at the Mount Carmel Power Center, and the following year we got back in, and that's Ron Cornegie, the ex-athletic director and the commissioner of JSBL, with his ties here at Manasquan, got us into the building here, and we've been here ever since. But last year, the championship game, we had to postpone a night because the governor called a state of emergency.
I remember that well.
We had a couple of nights this year where it was borderline. You're playing an indoor summer league, and you worry about canceling games because of rain, but it's unbelievable because the players, a lot of the players, are coming from 30, 40 miles away.
I mean, you think of a guy like Doug Eddard coming from almost, I want to say, around 2 hours away.
Actually, I talked to him tonight. His first night, it was about an hour and 45 minutes. Tonight, it took him an hour and 5 to get here.
Wow,
So it wasn't bad because most of the rain was east of the Parkway. He probably shot right down the Parkway.
Yeah. I'm sure being the late game also helped, not dealing with as much rush hour traffic. As Jarrett Kimbrough at the line, Ortho, New Jersey has cut it to a 9-point game after the layup from George Pappas a possession ago.
Interesting thing about the Robbins Nest here is that they probably would add another win or two if they could actually shoot a little better percentage from the free throw line. They are probably no more than about just a tad over 60% for the season from the line, and kind of held them back from being a little higher in the standings.
Kimbrough knocks that one down. It's back to a 10-point game with 3:20 to play in this first half. Here comes Pappas off the handoff, driving on Dwayne Jones, rises up, can't knock that one down. Dwayne Jones with the rebound, outlet up to Hagan, to Panzini, who knocks down the alley-oop.
Terrific pass from Sam Fagan. Got the assist on that one. Made Panzini look awfully good.
Yeah, he rose up for that one. Conniff get that one to fall after the offensive rebounding from Ortho-New Jersey. Still a 10-point game. Fagan is one of the better passers we have here in the league. And fired that one up to Panzini. Here's Samir Kinsler, top of the key, guarded by Arsenio Arrington. Fires over to Fagan. Now Jones around the horn in the corner. Driving to the basket, pass out to Kinsler a little bit too far. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Panzini, driving past Arrington, kicks out, has to fire. Fagan left it short, and Arrington gets the rebound. Here he comes the other way. Driving straight at Panzini, kicks out Conniff. Now Weish. Eddert gets it a look, drives in, fires out for Arrington, who lays it up and in.
Nice look by Eddert there. Again, he could have shot the contested 5-6 footer, and the double came over, and he spotted Arrington for an easy layup from the backside.
Turning a good shot into a great shot as ACI Robinsons will slow it down a bit on offense in the half court. Dwayne Jones gets a screen from Kimbrough, fires out to Panzini. Fagan thought about the three. He'll step back and fire from the free throw line, and that one's good. It's back to a 10-point game with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes Weish, been one of the main creators offensively for Ortho-New Jersey. Eddert gets it off a screen, fires from downtown. That one no good. Conniff right there for the rebound and gets the putback. Since Conniff's been back in the game, Ortho-New Jersey has certainly done a lot better on the glass.
They have, but at the same time, Kimbrough's the lone big on the floor for the Robins Nest. When Hardeman was out there was another big body that took up space in the paint. Ooh, nice block.
Yeah, nice block there as that one goes right to Kimbrough. He fires it in. It looks like Kinsler might have traveled there, but Kimbrough right there for the basket. Weish fires into Arrington, guarded by Panzini. On the block. Fall away Jay. That one a little short. Rebound bounces into the hands of Dwayne Jones. With a minute to play, ACI Robbins Nest maintaining their 10-point lead. Fires up a little bit too high for Kimbrough. Picked up by Weish. Thought about the three. He'll kick out for Pappas. Pump fakes, drives in, kicks out Eddert. Another top of the key three. That one's short. Rebound chased down by both Fagan and Arrington, and it'll go the way of Ortho-New Jersey.
So 10-point lead, 61-51, 50 seconds to go in the half. With the shot clock, got a chance for a couple of 2-for-1s here. So Ortho could get back in the game, maybe cut this down to 5 or 6 if they can bang a 3 down here.
And Louis Polari checks back into the game, certainly a 3-point shooter. As Conniff, entry pass tipped away by Kimbrough. He comes away with it. Here he comes the other way. Fires over to Panzini, who slams it home with one hand. He can fly, and he knocks down another one. It's up to a 12-point game, and that's a huge momentum boost.
It is, and that is not what Ortho was looking for.
Pappas rises up from 3. That's not either, as he misses that one short. 2-second, 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock, so ACI Robbins Nest can hold for a little bit here.
Yeah, they probably can run this down. Actually, they have the shot clock matched up with the game clock, so they could hold for 1.
Here comes Jones working on Polari. Fires out to Kimbrough. He'll fire the 3 from the corner. That one missed everything. Eddert with the rebound. 2 seconds left, and they call a shot clock violation. After the 3 was airballed, so it'll be 2.3 seconds for Ortho-New Jersey to work with. It'll be Pappas to inbound right in front of his own bench. Calling out instructions offensively.
Why is he taking it in? He's the guy that should get it.
Absolutely, as Polari will get the inbound. Fires with a second left. No. Conniff was almost there for the offensive rebound, but that's how this first half will end. 63-51 game. And Greg, how about that resolve for ACI Robbins Nest?
No, they got off to that slow start. Seemed like they weren't ready to go, and slowly but surely they kept their composure and really started taking advantage of their quickness, which they are definitely quicker than the Ortho-NJ team.
So a 63-51 lead for ACI Robbins Nest after one half against Ortho-New Jersey. Quick break coming up, and then second half action. Don't miss it. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the Jersey Shore Basketball League. Third quarter coming up between Ortho-New Jersey and ACI Robins Nest. And ACI Robins Nest 35-25. They outscored Ortho-New Jersey in the second quarter. They lead 63-51. And Alec Cardinal here with Greg Kapalka. Greg, you were talking about some of the lack of defense here in the first half. ACI Robins Nest shooting 54% from the floor.
Yeah, 54 from overall, and 43% from three-point range. And the interesting thing is, you would expect with Weish, Pappas, and Eddard to see quite a few more threes by Ortho, and yet so far, the Nest.
Yeah, Pappas and
has more points from three.
Yeah, Pappas and Eddard are combined 0 of 9 from three, as Ortho will start with it. Weish has hit 3 threes, as Conniff will get it on the block. 7 on the shot clock in the opening possession here in the third quarter, as Kimbrough took a bit of a shot to the face from Conniff, as Weish will fire at the shot clock buzzer. That one's short. Kinsler and Kimbrough collide for the rebound. Kimbrough taking a couple shots on that opening possession. It looks like he's all right, though. Dwayne Jones will bring it up for ACI Robins Nest. Not his usual scoring that we're used to seeing from him, but he was very productive. 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in that first half. 7 on the shot clock. Fagan gets it off the screen, fires out to Kimbrough. Shot clock winding down. Here comes Fagan. Fires out to Kimbrough. He'll have to fire this one up at the shot clock buzzer. It's good.
Boy, they used the whole 24 seconds on that possession.
Yeah, very methodical offensive possession. Kimbrough not known for his three-point game, but can certainly knock him down if need be. As here comes Mike Dunn, another one of the top three-point shooters. Gives it to Conniff. Picked up his dribble, tried to find a cutting Pappas, picked off by Fagan. Here comes Dwayne Jones the other way, lays it home with the left.
Can't let him go left like that.
And it is a 17-point lead for ACI Robins Nest after a promising start from Ortho-New Jersey, trying to get in the win column, as Mike Dunn misses a deep three. 0-5 on the year for Ortho-New Jersey. They got off to a great start, and ACI Robins Nest has responded. Pocket pass to Kimbrough off Dwayne Jones. Just lays it up and in. Kimbrough, some great footwork in the post.
Yeah, Jarrett's game's gotten better and better in the JSBL. This is his third year in the league, and every year he becomes a much better player.
Weish pull up 3 off the screen. Can't get that one to fall. Panzini the rebound. Kimbrough played some college basketball at LaSalle as well as Hartford, as he gets it at the top of the key.
You know, if the Nest keeps this up, and just by chance we get Miles Powell back in the building, being an ex-NBA player, he could be used as their NBA exception. Boy, they could really shake some things up in the playoffs.
Yeah, floater at the shot clock buzzer for Jones. No. Kimbrough gets the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled on the putback attempt, so he'll head to the free throw line. And, yeah, we've seen some of that. I mean, Powell was just so electric in that game. And
brought his own fan section with him, too.
Oh, yes, he did. And that was without Kimbrough as well. They pulled off the win against Stearns Trailers, so having both of them on the floor could be even more dangerous.
Oh, it would be interesting. Again, you know, seems that most of the players that play for the Robins Nest, they get the same team for the most part every game. You get a little bit of continuity there, and sometimes you can have a little less talent, but a little more togetherness take you a long way in the JSBL.
Absolutely. His first sub of the second half, Arsenio Arrington checks in for Tommy Conniff for Ortho-New Jersey, as Kimbrough goes 1 for 2 from the line. A great story in Shore Sports Insider about this ACI Robins Nest team and all the Neptune connections. Obviously, Joe Fagan leading the way as the head coach. The coach at Neptune has done uncontested to the rim, missed it on a late contest from Dwayne Jones.
And Jimmy McDonald, the I believe, strength coach for the Nets, was Joe's player at Jackson during his term there.
With the one-handed slam, Kimbrough. So, yeah, like you mentioned, a lot of togetherness, a lot of connectedness for this ACI Robins Nest team, and it is paying off. Here comes Weish. Full head of steam to the basket, stops, lays it up and in.
I believe McDonald was the film coordinator up there, not the strength coach.
He's on the bench now as well, was also a player here in this league. Here comes Fagan, and a defensive miscommunication for Ortho-New Jersey leads to another basket for ACI Robins Nest. The lead has ballooned to a 22-point game. It's a 12-2 run out of the half for ACI Robins Nest, as they'll get Fagan on a foul. Pappas was trying to get downhill, and he wedged the ball in the rim on a dead ball. Nice job by Panzini punching that one out. So a 22-point lead, and things have just kind of snowballed for Ortho-New Jersey. Again, a 12-2 opening run for ACI Robins Nest here in the third quarter. Everything is going right for them offensively. as Arrington will inbound to Eddert. Pappas, corner three, need it and got it. Pappas finally gets on the board from the perimeter. He was 0 of 5 from 3 in the opening half, and now he's in double figures with 11 points. Here comes Kinsler, rises up over the outstretched arm of Eddert, can't get that one to fall. Arrington the rebound. Kimbrough tried to poke it away, he did, but Arrington retained possession. As now he fires a pass down low to Eddert, thought about a three with Kimbrough matched up on him, kicks over to Pappas, he'll take the deep three, leaves that one short, but Eddert is there for the offensive rebound. Three from the same spot, different result, that one's good. And a couple of much needed threes for Ortho-New Jersey. It's back down to a 16-point game 4 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, you know, threes you could shoot yourself out of the game, but you also can shoot yourself back in the game if you can hit a few of them.
Kimbrough spin move, drives on Arrington, gets the foul. So he'll head to the free throw line once again. He's been there plenty of times tonight.
Oh, now all he's got to do is knock a couple down. As the Nest shooting 6 for 9 in the first half from the free throw line.
Kimbrough added a 1 for 2 trip earlier on in the quarter. See if he can add to that total here. First one's up. It's a little bit short, but gets the roll as Micah Kerr will check into the game as Sam Fagan will take a seat. Also, Louis Prolari checks in for Mike Dunn. So many members of that 2015 and 16 Monmouth team here in the JSBL. Obviously, Justin Robinson. We've seen Louis, obviously, for the first time this year as Kimbrough goes 1 for 2 from the line. Louis this year, Dan in the past, the leader of the legendary bench mob at Monmouth. So many standouts, and it's really good to see a program like Monmouth have a ton of guys be a staple of the community here in the JSBL.
It absolutely is. A lot of players that maybe not from the Shore Conference, Monmouth Ocean County, as Eddert bangs another three in. You know, they become household names at Monmouth, and a lot of them, you know, figure out a way to either come back in the summers or actually live in the area. A lot of them playing overseas.
Here comes Kinsler the other way, off the three from Eddert. Here he comes, loses control of it, out of bounds, Ortho ball, and 14-point game. Can string together some good possessions here as Kimbrough will get a break. Marquel Hardiman checks back in for him.
Now, we've seen some pretty good comebacks this year. Again, early in the year, you had the Seaview comeback down 17, down 21-22 in the third quarter, down 17 going to the fourth, came back and beat Stearns, and that victory alone will give them the #1 seed heading into the bumper games. And there's been a decent amount of comebacks this year. So this game's far from over.
Arrington rises up and knocks it down deep two there, and it's down to a 12-point game.
Yeah, even with a 20-point lead, you do not want to get sloppy. You don't want to get complacent. You want to make sure you get good shots every time down the floor, and you don't want to turn the ball over.
And that is exactly what ACI Robbins Nest did there. 12-point game. Ortho-New Jersey will have the ball. Following this timeout, they might be making a comeback. You'll have to wait and see. We'll be back after this. Out of the timeout, 4:54 to go. Ortho-New Jersey mounting a bit of a comeback here. They're down 12. They were down as much as 23, so they put 11 points into that deficit. Here's Eddert, hit a three a couple possessions ago. Here's Arrington, just scored on the last one. He'll fire away from the mid-range, got it to go off the contest from Marquel Hardiman, and now it's a 10-point game.
With Arrington playing the 5 now, he gives him a little bit more quickness.
Yeah, a little bit more versatility on offense. As here comes Dwayne Jones, rises up with the left, off back iron, one-hand slam putback for Kimbrough, and pushes it back to a 12-point game. Here's Pappas working the other way with pace. Kicks out Eddard. They've got numbers offensively. Pappas wide open three from the corner, got it. Much needed three, as that'll stifle some of the ACI Robbins Nest momentum, and we're back down to single digits. It's a 9-point game with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's Kimbrough, top of the key, fires over. Montgomery thought about the three, guarded by Louis Polari. Kicks back out. Kimbrough, he will try the three. A little strong on that one. Arrington the rebound. And bit by bit, Ortho-New Jersey coming back. Here's Arrington with the Euro. A little bit of an ill-advised look there. Wanted a foul. Won't get one. Hardiman with the rebound. Here's Montgomery, left open from the corner. No. Hardiman's right there for the putback and offensive glass.
You know, sometimes you throw up some off-balance shot, and a lot of times there may be contact, but the refs will not reward you for that.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what happened there. He kind of threw up a prayer and was looking for a bailout and did not get it.
Here's Polari, drives in, kicks out for Pappas, needs another three. Won't get it to go, but it won't matter as Polari charging into Tyreek Montgomery. That's an offensive foul, and a nice job by Montgomery knowing where it needed to be on the floor and drawing the charge.
Again, it'd be nice if we had the no charge circles in there. Although I think because he actually passed it instead of went up with a shot, he got called for the offensive foul.
Here comes Dwayne Jones the other way, drives on Eddard, once again rises up with the left and got it. His left hand, his dominant hand, and he's able to get off a lot of shots from different angles that you may not expect for a guy that largely puts up the shot with one hand.
Need to force him right, and there's a little contact that Pappas is going to be fouled.
Yeah, drew the backdoor cut, got the pass, and he got bumped. So Ortho-New Jersey will retain possession. It'll be Weish to inbound on the sideline. Still a 13-point game, 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. We've seen a lot of teams, while they get down big, they may not come back to win. They kind of hang around for a while.
Well, the good thing is, you know, there's only 8 regular season games in the league. You're coming down to play. You want to play hard the whole time. Sometimes it may get away from you, but still got a chance to win. These are long games.
Absolutely, as Pappas gets on the board once again with the driving layup. Here comes Dwayne Jones the other way. Kicks out Hardiman. 2-point jumper, no. Kimbrough there once again on the offensive glass, puts it back in.
No one near him to box him out, and you can't lose Jared like that.
He is a beast on the offensive glass. Here's Pappas. Pull up three, just to the left, off a bit, and the rebound for Hardiman. Now a 13-point game. ACI looking to add to it. Kerr, three, corner, got it.
So Robbins Nest with a little run of their own. That 9 is back to 16.
Here's Weish the other way. As the old adage goes, basketball is a game of runs, and Weish is going to get whistled for an offensive foul and give ACI Robbins Nest the ball back once again. And that's Montgomery stepping in there once again as well.
Again, it'd be interesting if we had the no charge zones to see if that was an offensive or a block.
It was a 9-point game. It was 78-69. Since then, a 9-2 run for ACI Robbins Nest, and a lot of it has been done near the paint. Here comes Jones. A little bit of a miscommunication with Kerr as that ball goes out of bounds. And Ortho will get a possession here with 1:50 to go.
Yeah, if you're Ortho here, you want to try to get this as close to 10 as possible heading into the fourth, so they're going to need to convert 1 or 2 times here before the end of the quarter if they want to be there.
Polari gets it on the backdoor cut, just misses the layup. Rebound Hardiman. Here comes Montgomery the other way, kicks out. Dwayne Jones, three-pointer, left it short, but Kimbrough gets the putback once again. I think that might have touched Arrington last, but Kimbrough will get credit for the basket.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
And it's now ballooned back to an 18-point lead. Here comes Eddard the other way. Montgomery, great defense once again, and he takes it away. Kicks over to Dwayne Jones, full head of steam, finds Kimbrough, kicks out for Micah Kerr. Another three from the opposite quarter. Can't get the same result, but Dwayne Jones flies in for the offensive rebound, rejected by Arrington. Weish on the break, and a take foul here for Montgomery. We'll see if it's a take foul in terms of the actual rule.
Well, Kerr was actually down the court, so it wasn't head of the field. However, there's no replay used on calls in the JSBL.
And they're going to give Weish the transition take. So Weish will have a free throw, and then Ortho will get the ball back as well. And that stopped a bit of a frenetic stretch of play.
What was that word?
Frenetic.
Wait, you're going beyond my vocabulary here.
As the free throw misses. We'll get some subs in here for ACI Robins Nest as well as Ortho, New Jersey. Aaron Goldstein checks in for Doug Eddert. Dwayne Jones will come out as Sam Fagan checks back into the game. Also in, as we have a little bit of debate about how many shots there should be for Weish. Obviously, Ortho, New Jersey wants him to take 2 shots. And the rule prevails, only 1 shot on the transition take foul, so it'll be Ortho ball.
If they were in the penalty, it would have been 2 plus the tech and the ball. But they're not in the penalty.
Yeah, first foul in the final 2 minutes on ACI Robins Nest, so 1 away from putting Ortho, New Jersey in the bonus.
Well, if you have any questions, Gary Schimmel, the league's assigner of the officials in charge, is sitting right here. We could always ask him.
As Weish knocks down the 3, yeah. That is true. And under a minute to play, still a 15-point game. And like you said, Greg, Ortho, New Jersey just kind of bit by bit try to get to 10 before this quarter is done. Here's Panzini. Fires over to Hardiman. Finds a back cut to Montgomery, knocks down the layup. Man, that was a nice move.
Boy, he did that in short space.
Weish wanted a foul, and he demonstratively showed his want for a foul, and he gets teed up. And Weish has been ejected from this game after picking up his second technical, was very unhappy with the lack of a foul call. And Doug Eddert will check back into the game, so 2 free throws coming up for ACI Robins Nest. They're looking to add to this lead. And it seemed like Ortho, New Jersey had gotten some momentum. They pulled into just 9 points, but then from there, ACI Robins Nest turned on the Jets, and they are right back up to where they were, up by 17. As a little bit of delineating down low on the floor. It is a technical foul on Weish, so we'll see who shoots the free throws for ACI Robins Nest.
Yeah, you only NBA rules, you only can get 2 techs, and the techs are only 1-shot fouls.
As Weish has been ejected, so he will head out as Jimmy McDonald will call in ACI Robins Nest to try to draw something up on the offensive possession. Still 32.2 seconds left in the third quarter. And the officials are going to say no timeout. So no huddle. It looks like they'll let him do it anyways.
Well, first of all, once you're ejected in the JSBL, you have to leave the building, and they're not going to start the game until he's out of the building. So headed towards the back door with the commissioner. And
yeah. Had some parting words before he exited the building, but it looks like we're back and ready to go as Micah Kerr will shoot the free throws.
Throw.
Only 1 free throw, okay. As that one's up and off back iron. And it'll be ACI Robins Nest possession on the sideline.
Yeah, guys are used to college, guys are used to high school where you do get 2 in the ball. NBA rules, if there's a tech, it's 1, and whoever had possession keeps the ball, so they don't lose possession.
And that's a big loss, the loss of Travis Weish for the rest of this game. He was one of their main guys on offense, so they'll be without him for the remainder of the game. Also 5-second violations. Fagan gets it into Montgomery, and Fagan gets it right back.
Got it close.
Around a 14-second difference between shot and game clock, so some time to work with. Here comes Montgomery off the spin move, working off Pappas, drives, floats it up, rejected by Arrington.
Arrington's given some nice defense. A couple of blocks already, a couple of good shots. He's helped them out a little bit tonight.
That he has. Goldstein with 8 seconds left, kicks out Polari, catch and shoot 3. Can't get the roll. Panzini with the rebound with 5 seconds left, 3 seconds. Fagan at the buzzer, lays it up, no. But a great third quarter for ACI Robins Nest. They outscore Ortho, New Jersey 28-23. They lead by 17. Fourth quarter coming right up after this. Welcome back to Manasquan High School, fourth quarter here for the second half of our JSBL doubleheader. As ACI Robins Nest leads Ortho, New Jersey 91-74. And ACI Robins Nest led by Jared Kimbrough, 28 points. He has been excellent once again tonight.
Taking over the game.
That he has. 4 ACI Robins Nest players in double figures. Also 12 points for Samir Kinsler, 11 for Gio Panzini, and 10 for Dwayne Jones, as they will start with possession.
Yeah, the Nest was shooting 54% at the half. They went down a notch to 53.6%. So they've kept up their high field goal percentage the entire game.
Fagan, step back Jay over Eddert. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound taken in by Polari. Early stop for Ortho, New Jersey. Kicks out Goldstein. Catch and shoot triple in transition. Hits the shot clock. It falls, and that one, they're going to call it off. That's the correct call as Goldstein, his shot hit the top of the shot clock, or the top of the game clock, excuse me. That one won't count. No basket.
Aptly pointed out by a couple of the Robins Nest players.
Yeah, the clock and all of the structure surrounding the backboard is ruled out of bounds automatically, so that shot will not count. But good to see one fall for Goldstein. Had a solid first half, got a couple threes up, and here comes Tariq Montgomery the other way. He has 6 points. Fires over to Fagan. Now Hardiman. Backdoor cut to Montgomery. Left it short.
Nice pass, though. Should have converted that one.
Nice setup. Just couldn't get the layup to fall. Here comes Goldstein the other way, working on Panzini. Pappas, deep three off the catch. Left it short. Rebound right to Hardiman. And here comes Montgomery. Draws the foul on George Pappas. Pappas so far tonight, 16 points. Has struggled with a bit with his efficiency. 7 of 19 from the floor.
Yeah, it hasn't been a banner night for George from the field tonight. Again, and they really need him. He's their guy to keep the court spread with his long shots from three.
Here's Fagan off the inbound, drives baseline on Eddert, kicks out Panzini. Now Kerr in the corner, thought about a three. 5 on the shot clock, drives straight into Polari, falls away and knocks it down. Kerr pushes it back to a 19-point game. He's got 10 points now to join the double figures party for ACI Robins Nest. Goldstein off the dribble from the elbow. Can't get that one to fall. Montgomery gets the rebound. Here he comes in transition. Has numbers to Panzini, who lays it up and in. Now Arsenio Arrington the other way. Drives, Euro step. Left that one off the backboard, but he drew the foul on Marquel Hardiman, so he will hit the free throw line. I like what I've seen from Arrington, despite the 21-point deficit for Ortho, New Jersey. I like what I've seen from him in some of his limited opportunities. He's kind of like a stretch 5, I guess. He's hit a couple of shots from the perimeter. Also has some good versatility on the defensive end. He's been good at the rim.
But no match for Kimbrough or Hardiman.
Absolutely. As his first free throw is up, and it's good. He's got 7 points now tonight to go along with 4 rebounds, as Mike Dunn will check back in. He replaces Aaron Goldstein. Second free throw coming up for Arrington.
I think chemistry might be a little factor tonight for Ortho-NJ. Again, 11 players, a couple new guys. You know, Louis' first night in the building. Just never seemed to really be in sync, you know, except for a couple of patches here or there.
And one of those patches was the opening minutes of the game. They got off to that 12-0 run, just have not been able to string together enough consistent possessions. As here's Hardiman in the post, working on Polari, rises up, no. Polari gets the rebound up to Pappas and out of bounds. ACI Robins Nest ball. Good job by Tariq Montgomery to tip it off the leg of Pappas and create a turnover.
One thing about the Robins Nest depth, a couple of those guys coming off the bench are quick feet, quick hands. Those deflections sometimes go your way.
Montgomery's played really well tonight off the bench. So he picks up his dribble, needs some help, finds Hardiman at the top of the key. Dribble handoff for Fagan. It's a screen, rises up from the outside. That one's short. Panzini skies for the offensive rebound. Finds Montgomery. He'll rise up from 3. Got it. That's a big 3 to push the lead back to 22 a couple of minutes into the fourth quarter. Pappas tries to respond the other way. Same result. Knocks it down, and it's back to a 19-point game. Pappas knocks down a triple. That's his 3rd of the night. Montgomery thought about it. He'll just drive in instead. fall away Jay from the free throw line. Around the rim, it was halfway down. Pappas gets the rebound. Here he comes, working quickly. Crosses over, finds Eder. Quick catch, shoot three, got it. Ortho-New Jersey starting to string together some three-pointers, and it's back to a 16-point game. Once again, teams just hanging around late in games. Here comes Panzini. Finds Hardiman down low. Working on Arrington. Stops, puts it up from the fall-away hook. That one won't go. And now another transition opportunity. Pappas pulls up from three. Good.
And that's 9 in about a minute.
And that's why Ortho-New Jersey is so dangerous. Despite not having a win on the ledger so far this year, they can put up points in bunches just like that. And now it's a 13-point game. What does ACI Robbins Nest have for a response? Montgomery drives and draws a reach-in foul. We'll see who they get that one on. I believe Edit. Yeah, that's who they'll get the foul on. And a trio of subs for ACI Robbins Nest. Kimbrough, Kinsler, and Jones check back in, and Kerr, Montgomery, and Hardiman check out.
Nice to get some fresh faces on the court. Got that couple minute worth of rest. They want to come out with a spurt here.
Now, we don't see a lot of plus-minus numbers here in the league, but I'm sure Kimbrough's is outrageous tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
As here he comes off the dribble, driving on Arrington, and that's going to be a charge. The basket falls, but a good job by Arrington standing his ground defensively, and now a chance to cut it back to a 10-point game for Ortho-New Jersey.
Got to get those no-charge circles.
Absolutely.
Again, it's going to have to be a must. We got the NBA 3 this year. Next year, we're going to see if we can get those no-charge circles.
Polari off the screen finds Dunn down low. Reverse layup, good, and a foul.
And that 9-0 becomes an 11-0 run.
And a chance to, once again, cut it to a 10-point game with 6 minutes to play. Ortho-New Jersey putting up points in bunches. They'll get Kimbrough. Only a second foul, so not in any foul trouble. But still, Ortho-New Jersey just stacking up good possessions, chipping away at that lead. Dunn completes the old-fashioned three, and it's back to a 10-point game, 98-88, 6 minutes to play. Dwayne Jones will bring it up, slowing it down on offense. Working on Polari. Gets up to the top of the key. Driving on Polari, kicks out. Catch and shoot three for Samir Kinsler. That one's short. Rebound tipped out to Fagan, and a new possession here for ACI Robbins Nest. Jones driving on Edert. He'll pull it back out and finds a mismatch with Kimbrough in the post. Arrington tried to pull the chair on him. It did not work as Kimbrough scores once again.
Thought he was going right, and he actually went with the left hand. It was a really nice move.
It's back to a 12-point game, 5.5 to play. Here's Pappas. We'll get a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And they'll get Panzini, I believe, as him and Arrington got some contact on each other.
Still 5:21 to go in the contest, 12-point lead.
Plenty of time left as Panzini was looking for a foul on Pappas. He gets the inbound, drives straight in on him, on the block. And he draws another foul. Panzini trying to argue that Pappas is throwing the forearm out a little bit, but Panzini gets his second foul in a matter of seconds. His third on the game. And all of a sudden, that's 4 fouls on ACI Robbins Nest in the quarter.
Yeah,
Ortho-New Jersey is one away from being in the bonus.
Yeah, one away with 5:14 to go.
As Pappas wanted to dry off the ball a little bit. Arrington inbound. Bounce pass to Polari. And now Pappas trying to work on Panzini. One of the better perimeter defenders against one of the better offensive players in the league. Pappas wins that battle.
Well, you got George Pappas, who's out of college now, 3 years, professional player over in Greece, against a sophomore at Cornell who didn't get a whole lot of playing time. And I think you see a little bit of experience. You see a lot of experience on Pappas. That's a tough matchup for Gio.
And just like that, Gio Panzini has 4 fouls. Pappas misses the free throw short, but it's back to a 10-point game. Here comes Samir Kinsler the other way. Drives straight at Pappas, goes up and under. No, and we're going to get a foul. They'll get Pappas for the body contact on the way up, and Kinsler will head to the free throw line, and that'll send us to our final media timeout. 100-90. ACI Robbins Nest looked like they were going to run away with this game. Ortho-New Jersey has put together some good possessions. It's anyone's game right now. We'll be right back after this. Second half of the doubleheader. We're at the midway point of our penultimate week of the regular season. We got a good one brewing up here. 4:57 to play. ACI Robbins Nest trying to hold off Ortho-New Jersey. As Samir Kinsler at the free throw line for 2 shots. He drew the foul prior to the timeout. First free throw's up, and it's good. That's a big one. Push back to an 11-point lead. Doug Eddert and Mike Dunn, 2 of the big-time shooting threats, staying back, and Dwayne Jones and Sam Fagan following them. Second free throw is good, so a 2-for-2 trip for Samir Kinsler. Now 3 of 3 from the free throw line on the night. Under 5 to play. Here comes Pappas. He's been really good in this fourth quarter. Trying to get to Eddert. Good defense by Fagan. He'll give it right back to Pappas. Fagan switches on. Here comes Pappas downhill. Goes up. Defense by Kimbrough affects that shot, but Pappas gets the ricochet. Here comes Polari. Driving in with the layup. Got it. Back to a 10-point game, and a bit of a hectic possession there. Winds up in the hands of Polari, and he knocks down the layup. Dwayne Jones slowing it down the other way. Kimbrough top of the key. They're keeping the small ball 5, Arsenio Arrington, out there guarding him. Now Kinsler finds Fagan off the screen from Kimbrough. Fires from 3. No, Arrington hauls in the rebound, and Pappas will bring it up. Trying to get back within single digits for the first time in this fourth quarter. Finds Arrington on the roll. Around the horn. Polari 3, way strong.
No iron.
And this is almost everything there. Head off the side of the backboard, and lucky chance there for ACI Robbins Nest, leaving Polari open. Here's Jones. Down low to Kimbrough. Lays it up. No, good defense from Dunn to impact that shot. And here comes Ortho-New Jersey once again, and that pass bounces off the hands of Pappas. Fast break opportunity for Kimbrough. Windmill slam. Putting on a show. Jared Kimbrough. Wow. And now another turnover.
Fagan with a nice steal, knocked the ball away, saved the layup.
Matched up against Arrington. He just poked that ball away. Here's Samir Kinsler, top of the key. Only a 4-on-5. Didn't really take advantage of it, but now a size mismatch, and Kinsler overshot Jared Kimbrough as physical defense from Eddert.
That was like a 40-foot entry pass. Got to get a little closer.
Yeah, as it looks like Ortho-New Jersey will call a timeout. Now we have a bit of a slowdown in this game. I mean, what you've seen from both teams so far, only 3:21 to play. I guess who is going to win this game might be a little bit too easy, as ACI Robbins Nest leads by double digits, but how close do you think Ortho-New Jersey can get in this one?
Well, a lot's going to depend on 2 things. 1, making a few threes, and 2, not throwing the ball away. And they had a couple of bad turnovers. You can't, when you're down double digits, 10 points or so with the, 3-4 minutes to go in a game, you just can't give away possessions. And they've done a little bit too much of that tonight.
They had 10 turnovers entering the fourth quarter, and they have added to that total. As Tommy Conniff will check back into the game for Ortho-New Jersey, he relieves Arsenio Arrington. And it looks like the same 5 will be out there for ACI Robbins Nest. Actually, correction, looks like Fagan will take a rest, and Tyreek Montgomery will check in for him.
Yeah, got between Montgomery and Dwayne Jones, you have a lot of quickness on the floor.
Absolutely. Here comes Pappas in the corner, picks up his dribble, finds Mike Dunn, catch and shoot 3 from the wing, too strong. Conniff fighting for the rebound, but Kimbrough comes away with it.
And another huge night for Jared Kimbrough.
Man, that's a big rebound to try to stifle this run that Ortho-New Jersey's been on in this fourth quarter. Jones, top of the key, guarded by Polari. Small ball screens, trying to find an open shooter. Jones, 6 on the shot clock. Step back 3, good contest from Polari. Doesn't matter. The bank is open on Wednesday night as Dwayne Jones puts ACI Robbins Nest back up by 15.
And that is not his first bank 3 of the year. It's about his 3rd.
As Polari drives, kicks out to Dunn. No look pass to Conniff, and he throws it down with 2 hands. And that was a great shot from Jones with the shot clock winding down. There wasn't much action happening on that possession, and Jones bails him out.
Yeah, that banker 3 was a dagger. You really needed to stop there.
Absolutely. Jones will get it back. 10 on the shot clock. Screen from Kimbrough. High ball screen. Jones gets Conniff. Whips a pass down low to Kimbrough. 3 on the shot clock. Got to put it up. Montgomery at the buzzer. Double clutch. That one too strong off back iron. Conniff rebound. Ortho-New Jersey in transition. Here comes Eddert. Driving straight to the hoop. Righty layup is good. It's back to an 11-point game. Under 2 minutes to play.
Stop is a must on this possession.
Absolutely. Getting a stop quickly would be a help as well, as Panzini will get it back to Kinsler. Now Montgomery with it. He'll just get it back to Jones to reset. Double comes. Montgomery gets it back. Now at the free throw line, Kimbrough. 3 on the shot clock. Here comes Jones. Lefty layup. No! Just left it a little bit too strong, and Pappas with the rebound. 125 and counting. Behind the back, sweet dribble. Around the horn, Polari needs the three-pointer. Can't get it. Too strong. Jones tips the rebound out to Dunn. Polari gets it. Fires back to Pappas. Catch and shoot. Triple. Got it! We're back to an 8-point game. And exactly what ACI Robbins Nest did not need, a missed shot and then giving up a 3 on the other end. The only, I guess, positive you can take away from it is that it took some time off the clock, and we do have a timeout on the floor. Man, this is a good game.
If Ortho called that timeout, it should be a technical foul on them because we play NBA rules, and if once you score, the timeout only can be called by the offense.
So we'll see if Ortho did call that timeout. And that would be a big-time momentum factor in the way of ACI Robbins Nest, if that is, in fact, a technical foul. I think Pappas called it. We'll see what the call is, because that'll give, obviously, ACI Robbins Nest would have had possession, but that would also give them a shot at a free throw to add to the lead. And it looks like they are going to call a technical foul.
Yeah, it's just one shot. I mean, you got the timeout, you keep the ball, but ACI gets a tech. And again, that rule was put in 2 years ago because we had one coach, which we will not name, knew the rule, yet continually called technical fouls, and it kind of slowed the game down. We get a lot of pro-am referees that come in that may not know the rule, so all the coaches know the rule. The players should know the rule, and if we're going to give you the timeout, it's going to cost you a tech.
And it will cost Ortho-New Jersey here with a shot at a free throw.
Now, mind you, in high school and college, the defense can call a timeout after a basket. Just in we play NBA rules, and the NBA rules you cannot.
Samir Kinsler at the free throw line, and he knocks that one down. That's a big free throw. Pushes it back to an 8-point game. Every point at this juncture in the game is critical. So ACI Robbins Nest will still retain possession. And Panzini gets the inbound. Ortho-New Jersey showing press. Great pass by Panzini to break it. Another great pass to Kimbrough, and that might be the dagger. With a minute to play, 11-point game, and Kimbrough with a foul in the backcourt, but breaking the press like that and getting an easy bucket, that could be a dagger.
Again, right now, and again, it's an 11-point lead at this point in time. You'd be happy to trade twos. You don't want to give threes here. Even by fouling them, it's really tough to catch them with twos, especially if you got to foul the other way and teams make their foul shots, or half of their foul shots even.
And with the second foul in the final 2 minutes, George Pappas will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Trying to cut into that lead as he misses the first one short. So best Ortho-New Jersey can get at this trip at the line is within 10. 57.5 seconds on the clock. As he intentionally misses it, gets his own rebound, puts it up and misses. And they're going to call a violation, a lane violation on Pappas.
I don't know, it was awful close. Again, shooter can leave as soon as the ball hits the rim.
And we're going to get a timeout here for ACI Robbins Nest to advance the ball. Yeah, that's I believe in the college rank.
All rules, college, high school, pro, ball hits the rim, you can go. Now,
but can he be the first one to touch it is the question.
Yes,
okay.
If the ball hits the rim, the players can go on the release. Okay, in the NBA, the players can go on the release, but the shooter can't go until the ball hits the rim.
He might have gone just a shred early on that one.
Well, I'd love
for a challenge. I don't think they're going to get it.
I'd love to see the replay.
And yeah, ACI Robbins Nest did call a timeout. And I don't believe there's any challenges in this league.
Actually, there are.
Oh, there are.
There are. Like last year, we did put a challenge rule in, but but it's really more for ejections and time violations.
As we're looking on our replay right now, it looked like Pappas left. It didn't look like he went before the rim.
No.
It looked good to us.
Looked good to us, too.
So tough break there for George Pappas. A great idea. It looked like that back foot didn't go.
Yep. Once again, without question, refs missed that one.
So 57.5 seconds left. ACI Robbins Nest ball. As the inbound goes to Tyreek Montgomery. Fires over to Dwayne Jones, now in the business of taking time off the clock, and Conniff, no choice but to foul Montgomery and send him to the free throw line. As our cameraman Nick is he's putting together something, he's trying to get a replay, and yeah, it looked like Pappas left at the correct time. Actually, correction, no free throws, and now there will be free throws as Pappas instantly fouls Kimbrough to send him to the free throw line and put ACI Robbins Nest into the bonus. Well, you saw the replay there. You be the judge of it.
I agree. And, again, one of the reasons we actually put that rule in for this year, so we put a replay rule for things we can do, is we had an ejection in the playoffs last year on a second tee given out, and they threw the wrong guy out, and
I remember that one.
It was an official's error. I'm not going to name the official that missed it, but it was, and it was a 1-point game between Stearns and Larson at the time, and Nate Pierre-Louis was thrown out by mistake.
As Dunn's three won't go, putback layup by Pappas crashes in, yeah. And that was shaping up to be a pretty good game as well.
Yeah, again, who knows who would have won the game, but it definitely changed things.
It looks like the clock started a little bit late. I think it ran down after the whistle, a couple seconds to compensate for that. And ACI Robbins has called a timeout with Kinsler needing some help in the backcourt, or in the front court, in the corner. Yeah, that was definitely a tough one in the playoffs last year. And I mean, looking back, a lot of the playoff games from last year, even the 2 versus 7 and the 1 versus 8, they turned into some great games. I mean, you look back, RKE Athletic and Intern Helpers, that was a tremendous game.
A tremendous game. And again, you know, the league, we look at different things every year. One of the rule changes we put in for this year is that each round of the playoffs we're reseeding. So, you know, last year we had an upset where Ortho got knocked out and RKE was the 1 seed, and they had a much tougher match in the semis, while Stearns had the easier match, and we've rectified that this year. So if you have your players here all season long and you get the 1 seed, then you'll play the weakest seed at the end of each round. That's one thing that we've done. Another thing that we're looking at, and again, with so many players missing games in the regular season this year, you know, or just playing enough, we're looking potentially at a tiered playoff system next year where it'd be more like the Big East or the ACC tournament where, you know, if top 2 seeds may get 2 byes in the playoffs, and 5, 6, 7, 8 may have to play 4 games to win it, and 3 and 4 may have to win 3 games to win it. So this way you get your players all season long, you're going to get an advantage. So that's some of the things that we're looking at for teams that have their guys here all season long.
And Kimbrough puts the finishing touches on this one with 30 seconds left, putting them up by 12. That looks like it might be all she wrote as Polari fires a 3 that's short. Panzini the rebound, and Ortho-New Jersey is going to call the Dogs off. What started out as a 12-0 run in favor of Ortho-New Jersey, the shot clock will turn off, turns into a double-digit win for ACI Robbins Nest. A tremendous response in that first quarter, and they ran away with a 12-point victory. A fantastic game from Jared Kimbrough. As always, he wanted the final shot, but Ortho-New Jersey falls to 0-6 on the year. ACI Robbins Nest improves to 3-3. What a game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tremendous win for them, and you know, right now it puts the Robbins Nest in strong position to get the 5 seed for the round of bumper games. So they have, I believe that was their 6th game, so they have 1 more game to go, and if they win their last game, they can finish over 500, which would be tremendous.
It would. So a 12-point win, 113 to 101 for ACI Robbins Nest. I thank my broadcast partner for tonight, Greg Kapalko, for filling in. We had some absences here in the booth, but we made it work all the same. So we'll take a quick break. Our star of the game, probably Jared Kimbrough, if we had to guess, coming up after this. Alec Himmel back here for the Jersey Shore Basketball League. Our star of the game from the nightcap of our Wednesday night doubleheader, Jared Kimbrough for ACI Robins Nest. Rebounded from an early deficit, came back to win by 12 over Ortho-New Jersey. Jared, you had 37 points, 6 rebounds. First off, I got to ask, that opening 12-0 run, you guys instantly responded. I mean, what was the message in the huddle to keep your composure in that moment?
Well, we know what these guys want, so we just had to go out there and execute. We just stop the threes, make them drive, and you know, we'll be good on defense.
And you had 24 points in the second half, 24 of your 37. Did you feel like anything shifted on either end of the floor that kind of helped you really break out in that second half?
Nah, I already knew I had to be more aggressive going into halftime, so I just made that a priority.
And this is an Ortho team. I mean, they love to shoot threes. They shot a lot of them. It seemed like you guys did a fairly good job of limiting that in the first half. In the second half, things started to open up a bit, but your defense was still good enough to hold off for the win. I mean, what was the message going into the game to try to attack the three-point game on defense?
Really just close out, make them run off the three, and everybody else just help. And if you got a shooter, stay home, make them drive, and we'll be there to just be able to team rebound and try to get some of those long rebounds, even though they got a couple, but we still try to make that adjustment there.
And for ACI Robins, this is a team, a ton of togetherness. You guys have known each other for a long time, a ton of Neptune connections as well. I mean, in games like this where it seems like things might be slipping away, do you feel that connection that you guys have known each other for a long time and know, kind of the tendencies of each other, things like that? Do you feel that connection on the floor game by game?
Yeah, we do. We know exactly what we need to do, and we just have like a little switch that we flip, and you know, we just lock in.
Well, Jared, I mean, you had 37 points tonight. I believe this is our first time speaking to you as the star of the game this year. What's the last year been like for you in the basketball ranks?
It's been great. I actually, it's been great. You know, I played in Switzerland this last year.
Beautiful country.
Yeah,
I went there last year. It's a great country.
It's great. It's great. I started off with a knee injury, and after that, I kind of like started off slow, but I knew the team needed me to be aggressive, so same kind of situation here where I need to be more aggressive, and that's what I try to do out here. It translate for me being overseas and being aggressive there and just come here and be aggressive. So, but this past year has been an eye-opener for me, especially overseas, and it showed me a lot what I'm capable of, and I'm trusting all the work that I'm putting in, and, you know, it's showing.
Definitely showed tonight. 37 points, 6 rebounds for Jared Kimbrough, our star of the game for our nightcap, and a 113-101 win for ACI Robins Nest over Ortho-New Jersey. Jared, congrats on a great game once again tonight.
Thank you.
Best of luck the rest of the season and this upcoming season overseas.
Thank you. Appreciate it. How it going?
You too.